Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Tom Mizzle. You're watching my channel Mizzle14, and I'm here doing another edition of Real Life Talk. This is the 8th part. Alright, so go to my Real Life Talk playlist and watch the other past 7 ones. Real Life Talk is more, if y'all don't know, Real Life Talk is mainly of me talking about things like movie I have seen, um, things I seen, the current events that's in, just major, like I did talk about the Alabama passing a strict abortion law, things like that. So it's mainly movies and mostly topics of stuff like that that I see, social media topics and stuff. This is like my like a gossip blog, but it's not too much of a celebrity gossip. It's more a little bit of gossip, a little bit of movie reviews and things like that. So that's what Real Life Talk section is about. All right. So this eight video will be about the movie Hustlers. All right. Those who haven't seen it, Hustlers came out this past Friday, September 13th, and I had heard people say it was a good movie. So I said, let me check it myself because I wanted to see it. I mean, I see the promos everywhere I go at home. I see the billboard ads, not the billboard ads. I see the ads on the train station. I seen a lot of the the press, the trailers, it's like that. I keep seeing it. So I said, all right, J Lo. Then they got Keke Palmer. They got Cardi B. They got Lizzo, and all right. So you got a couple of names in here. All right, all right. Like I said, as I do what I do in my major movie talking, I really try not to do too much spoilers in it, so people who want to see it, who didn't see it, go see it themselves. So I'm just gonna talk about my general reaction of the movie, my overall direction, the flow, the plot, and tell how I feel. It's like that. It may be a little spoilers, but it may not be too much. So that's why I'm saying I'm gonna put mini spoilers. So people gonna realize if you don't want to watch it, you can click off, but it won't be too much. I'm not gonna really talk about the scenes too deeply because I want y'all to watch it yourself. All right, so it's based on a true story. I don't know who true story this is towards. I mean, I haven't been reading it online, but I'm not gonna go back to watching it, reading it, and tell you who it's based it on. But I think the lady's named Barbesh. It's like that, and it's based off her life. And I had no direction since I don't know the true story. I was going in without any expectation of it. That's what makes it more interesting for me. I didn't go in the expectation. I said, oh, I know who this thing following is because I didn't follow anybody who this thing is based on. So I was always wanting to see how that is, and that thing give me a peace of mind if it this. And usually people who it based on, people always come out and say, oh, it doesn't accurately display what I'm talking about. It doesn't accurately show it. It was not right. It was false. I mean, movie does how they do their own interpretation of the story that is presented. So if it was a story about the hustlers movement, whatever it was, they interpret based on what it did, and then based on the core context of what caused that, what was the problem, or what was the issue, or what was in the whether it was a book, a movie, or somebody's life, then it's going and putting the screen in the big screen. So sometimes it knows not gonna be accurate. You want it to be as much accurate as you want it to possibly be towards the personal life or the personal real life story. And then I think it will be some consultation to the person who you following story. So I don't know. All right, so the acting, the acting was good. I enjoyed it. The acting was good. J Lo, she was the top notch, the queen bee, the head person of the dancers at this club. She was the head dancer, and she did her thing. She was the top earning person. You always get that shit when you got that one top earning person, and everybody's struggling, making and trying to get to that person, but she always dominates. So she did her little opening scene when she first introduced her. She did her little thing, and that's how her and another character who played Destiny and this Constant Wu. That's her real name, Constant Wu. Um, she was one of the like a novice newbie type of exotic dancer, and you know Ramona is the experience. So you get that the bonding between those two, and you get that she took her under the wing like a teacher student type of thing, or a big sister, little sister, anything. So experienced versus non-experienced. So you get that dynamic, the connection with those two throughout the movie. And what's the connection was? Y'all got to watch it. But the chemistry and the connection between those two make all the scenes they had together was so believable. It was so nice to see how it is like this girl took her under her wing and showed her the ropes. Ramona took Destiny under her wing and showed her the ropes of everything. Now, the story direction was clear cut. It was clear straight through. It had a focus point. I followed through. You was not confused. You was able to understand the story. I mean, most people know it's mostly about the dancers' lives. So it's going to be followed about dancing, stripping, getting money, getting paid, and stuff like that. But what makes it the more thing is that you know how people come to strip clubs. They have money. A certain event caused the cash flow at the strip club to dwindle down. What event was it? You gotta watch yourself. It was a cause the thing to tie down, so they won't get as much. So you know, sometimes it always have the high points. It's just like some points. Like I mean, like the summertime. I don't know. I've never been to a strip club, but I would believe that around certain scenes that you will get more people coming to the club than others. At certain times in the year, you will get more people coming than others. And whatever the big spike of money income, that way people will go more to strip clubs. So it was like that. So they was high rolling, making money, making dough. So something happened, it caused the cash flow to stop. From there, then they had to decide to do what they had to do to make ends meet. So Ramona came up with a scheme. What that scheme was, you gotta find out. But she came up with a scheme and put Destiny and two other dancers there together to work a scheme out. It's just like you could say, anybody who had watched Ocean 8 or Ocean series or any like that thing with the club scene where they were scheming the people with the cards. I did 21, H21, something like that. It's like it's one of those heist type of scheme, get rich heist scheme, and that's what it was. And what they did to get to that scheme is you have to watch it to see, but you could say it's like kind of like that. It was a scheme to get money, and they had to go through it now, went through all this stuff like that, and they just talk about the dynamics. What makes it special is the dynamics of chemistry between those two and the connection with other people in the thing and what they have done and stuff, and how the stuff like this is so like swept under the rug, and it's so, even though it may not be is frowned upon, but stuff like this always happening. So, spending money, doing drugs, stuff like that. So it's a lot. So the people who put the hype with Cardi B and Lesbian on it, like I say, based on the article I just read, Barbara feel like Cardi should have played her role than Jennifer Lopez. I'll tell you the truth. Jennifer Lopez did some movies, and she did some movies like, but her acting in this one was good. She played the role, and I could say she did a lot of training to get what she had to do to play that person. So because Cardi B was a stripper in the past doesn't mean that she would be great in acting. It's like that because at the end of the day, Cardi B was her. She played her. That's something you will see in Cardi B. So it's not like she had to take really things to make it believable, and not just that Bronx type of girl mentality talk. So she wasn't into much into the movie as the dynamics of who Jennifer, Ramona, and Destiny was. And Keke Palmer played Mercedes. She was part of the scheme, and there was another lady, I forgot her name, but she played Annabelle, and she was part of the scheme. So it's all four ladies that was doing it, and it was basically following what they're doing to get rich. But what they failed to do, it would fail to organize. They was doing this, doing that, but they wasn't monitoring the flow. And since they wasn't monitoring it, it caught up to them. in some way, shape, and form. How they get caught, yeah, I figured out. But like I said, the acting was good. I enjoyed the acting. The music in the thing, they play a lot of music that I was like, I know. I was like, okay. They said up in this club, some music, club music. It was different things. I just seen like 2 or 3 hours ago, and I forgot most of the movie music and the thing, but it wasn't bad. It was most music that most of us heard before, so you could get through the groove. It's like, okay, all right, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. So that was that. So like I said, the direction of the movie was really clear cut. It was straightforward. It wasn't complicated, and you could follow it. It was nice. The acting, they did a good job with the roles they have. Dancing, I do want to say that I wish they would have had more. They show little things about dancers going to private rooms with the customers and how some customers play them and they do this and lives and stuff. And then, but I wish they would have done more like dancing acts, because I like to see dancing and stuff like that, and more of the dancing roles and on the pole and stuff. They did a little bit, but I would just have to like to see more. They would could have been nice if they did a group number and something like that. It would have been nice to see that stuff. But nevertheless, the movie was good anyway. Um, if I would like rate this a scale of 1 to 10, I would say this movie would have been an 8. I like it. It was a 7.5 and an 8. And it was a 7.5 and 8 was really a good score. 1 being poor, 10 being great, perfect. And I know most movies are never really perfect. They're also great movies. So 7.5 and 8. And I do believe that because I feel like there should have been more dancing parts, I feel, in that movie. And maybe, I don't know. The ending was good. Like I said, it was straightforward. The connection was good and stuff like that. Like I said, I try not to spoil it too much for y'all, so that's why I'm trying to get my little mini review. But nonetheless, I enjoyed it. So if y'all didn't go to see the movie yet, I think y'all should go see it. Watch it. If you want to watch your Fire Stick, go ahead, watch your Fire Stick. However you want to get to see the movie, I believe you would not be disappointed. Now, if you already know the story that this movie is based on, you have high expectations of it, then keep your expectation low. Just watch the movie, watch it, and I believe you will enjoy it. Like I said, it was a clear thing, and it's something that also makes it go great is that what they have done is not something that you haven't heard of or not known that it could be happening, a possibility. So it's like, okay, get rich money thing. Dancers make their living in money. So if the cash flow is freaking dropping, they need to find a way. Now, can they do it with another? Could they have done it in a more legal way? I don't know. Maybe they could, or they could have been more organized in this, and not too little hasty and greed. We don't know. They probably could have did it in a different way, but what they have done is not something far-fetched and say, oh, this is not believable. I believe everything in that movie. I believe everything that happened, whether or not that person who they followed, who they based the movie on, agreed that was very accurate or stuff. I just read that she don't believe that. She never drugged any guys. Guys drugged themselves. It was like I was like, okay, yeah. I did mention a little bit what they did, but she never did a lot of stuff that they feel like the movie was expecting. But I said, it's its own. It's its own. But like I said, I don't think Cardi B would have did a better job than J Lo at this point. Just because she was a stripper doesn't mean anything. It had to be more actability, especially because there was not a lot of stripping going on in this movie. It was a couple of dancing, but not too much that I feel like it should have been done. It should like that, make it seem like a really players club type of thing, but it was like that. It was more of the direction of the story and what they have done to get to the point, and they used the club scene as a focus point of their scheme, and that's exactly what the movie was about. So hopefully I didn't spoil too much of y'all. and hopefully it was enough to tell y'all about it. But I just want to get my reaction. I saw it today, so I'm doing it today. I'm recording this video and put it up today for y'all to watch. And so till later, right? Tell me how y'all feel. If those who've seen the movie, tell me about how y'all feel about the movie in the comment section below. And y'all have people who won't see the movie. Hopefully, you get enough of this video, or you could try and see itself. But like I said, I enjoyed it. It was a good movie. A lot of people said it was good, so it wasn't bad. And like I said, they didn't like people who play their parts, and that's what makes the movie so believable. All right, talk to y'all later. Peace.